Stop! Stop! Stop!
Ever wondered what really happens when criminals think they can get away with it? What if I told you the unexpected heroes in our stories aren't always who you'd expect? From high-speed chases to thieves getting instant karma, these real-life crime stories will leave you shocked. But here's the catch. The deeper you go, the crazier it gets. The real footage, the unexpected twists, the unsung heroes, every second is packed with action you won't want to miss. So, if you think you've seen it all, think again. Stay till the end, because reality is stranger than fiction. Tense standoff ends with arrest. On February 10th, 2022, in Maple Falls, Washington, neighbors called 911 about a man, Joel Burke Young, shooting a shotgun and making threats. Deputies arrived unaware of the danger ahead. Young, a 60-year-old man, was intoxicated and refused to cooperate, even threatening to shoot the officers if they called the police. As tensions escalated, Young shot at deputies, injuring 2 of them. Neighbors armed themselves and helped the wounded officers to safety.
You okay? I'm here! 7-4, welcome.
With more law enforcement arriving, Young's house was surrounded, and after a tense standoff, he was arrested. Both deputies were rushed to the hospital, but the situation was brought under control. High-speed chase ends in dramatic citizen takedown. Officer Carter, a pregnant police officer, initiated a routine traffic stop, but the suspect quickly escalated the situation, refusing to pull over and leading her on a dangerous high-speed chase down Highway 63. The reckless driver swerved into oncoming traffic, rammed a patrol car, and even attempted to hit a bicyclist as he careened through the streets. As officers set up spike strips, the suspect lost control of his vehicle and crashed.
Head on! 146 CENTCOM, he's still going. He's crashing my vehicle intentionally as well.
Emerging from the wreckage, the suspect grabbed an iron rod and struck Officer Carter's car before making a desperate run on foot. A brave citizen, witnessing the chaos, stopped his truck, jumped out, and tackled the suspect. Despite the suspect's efforts to climb into the truck and flee, the citizen held him down until backup arrived. Even as officers arrived, the suspect resisted arrest, kicking, shouting, and attempting to bite the officers.
I'm gonna fucking tase you.
I got him.
I'm gonna fucking tase you.
Cut it the fuck out. Cut it out.
A taser was deployed, and the suspect was subdued. However, his violent behavior didn't stop there. While being transported in the police car, he relentlessly kicked at the doors, trying to break free. Despite his attempts, he was securely restrained and taken into custody. Facing multiple charges, the suspect's reckless actions will now lead to significant legal consequences. Authorities are considering recognizing the Good Samaritan for his heroic intervention. Okay, here's the deal. Like for Team Dog, comment for Team Cat. And if you can't choose, subscribe to join my squad because we love them both. Hero stops armed suspect. Police received a report about a suspicious man and started looking for him. Unfortunately, they spotted 34-year-old Emiliano Medina walking nearby. When the officer tried to speak with him, Medina made a gun gesture, pointed at the officer's firearm, and tried to grab the weapon. During the struggle, Medina punched the officer and tried to flee, but 2 Good Samaritans quickly intervened. One stopped Medina, while the other tackled him. The officer restrained him, and backup arrived. Medina now faces felony and misdemeanor charges and was found to be under the influence of methamphetamine. The bystander who stepped in. What started as a routine jaywalking stop quickly turned dangerous. The suspect refused to cooperate, brushed off the officer, and suddenly charged at him, leading to a struggle on the ground. The officer was overpowered and unable to control the situation alone. That's when Eugene, a passerby, jumped out of his vehicle and intervened. Without hesitation, He pulled the suspect off the officer and held him down, allowing the officer to regain control and secure the arrest. Good Samaritans save deputy. A routine encounter turned into a fight for survival when a sheriff's deputy in South Whittier found himself locked in a struggle with a man attempting to take his gun. The incident unfolded on a Sunday afternoon, quickly escalating into a dangerous confrontation. As the deputy fought to keep control of his weapon, 3 brave bystanders witnessed the struggle and rushed to his aid. Without hesitation, they jumped in, pulling the suspect away and helping subdue him until backup arrived. Good Samaritan save, CHP officer. A routine stop in Santa Ana took a violent turn when a man charged at a CHP officer, knocking him to the ground and putting him in a headlock. As bystanders recorded, Everardo Navarro, passing by, saw the officer in danger and jumped out of his car to help. He punched the suspect, but the man was too strong, so Navarro called for backup. 2 other drivers rushed in, helping to subdue the attacker until help arrived. A heartwarming, heroic moment. In northwest Harris County, police were in hot pursuit of a suspect driving a stolen truck. The chase continued for several miles, but eventually the suspect's vehicle ran out of fuel. As the car came to a stop, the suspect jumped out and ran on foot. That's when 26-year-old Devin, a former track athlete and security guard, saw the situation unfolding. Without thinking, he sprang into action, chasing the suspect barefoot after losing his shoes during the sprint. Devin tackled the suspect with a bear hug, securing him until police arrived. The suspect was taken into custody, and Devin, despite the tense situation, wished him well, hoping he would make better choices in the future. Citizen heroes rush to save cop. What started as a routine traffic stop quickly turned into a dangerous situation. A female officer pulled over 64-year-old David Kubak for speeding, but things took a turn when he stepped out of the car and refused to comply. When the officer ordered him to sit, Kubak aggressively resisted.
Have a seat.
I'm not sitting. I'm not sitting!
Back off!
Leading to a violent confrontation. Just as the situation spiraled out of control, a brave citizen rushed in to help, tackling the suspect. Moments later, more Good Samaritans, including another woman, joined in to subdue the man. Backup officers arrived, and together, they managed to arrest Kubak. He was later charged with assault and resisting arrest,
You don't do that to a woman. Do you understand me?
but pleaded not guilty, claiming self-defense. Authorities praised the courageous citizens, calling their actions a true act of heroism in a moment of crisis. Inmates help officers rescue toddler. On a sunny day, officers were transporting inmates between facilities when they noticed a crowd gathering around a parked car. Curious, the officers investigated and found a 1-year-old child locked inside with no parents in sight.
You okay, baby?
As the officers tried to unlock the car, they remembered the resourceful inmates with them,
Yes, thank God. Woo!
some of whom had carjacking skills. With teamwork and urgency, the inmates put their skills to use, carefully unlocking the car and freeing the toddler.
Honey, was that stressful?
This unexpected act turned inmates and officers into a life-saving team, rescuing the child from a potentially dangerous situation. That's it for today. But trust me, there's more insanity where that came from. If you love real crime, instant justice, and shocking twists, hit subscribe and stay tuned for the next wild story. This is Inside Fact, where crime meets karma.